The Healing Country project is about community-led climate action, drawing on the close connection that Aboriginal communities have to their country and the extreme value of their knowledges in caring for country. The University Centre for Rural Health are working with Warumungu community in Tennant Creek, Whadjuk Noongar in Perth, and the Bundjalung Nation here in the Northern Rivers to gather their experiences about environmental changes already impacting community life and their well-being. These local stories will be combined with environmental and health data to create immersive story data maps for advocacy and for the development of local adaptation and mitigation strategies. Community in this project become the map makers, telling their climate change stories in compelling ways, and in the long term, collaborating with government and service agencies to reduce climate impact for the benefit of all.
Hi, my name's Rin and I'm a community map maker, Aboriginal researcher, and my role is to work among my community people and collect their stories. Their stories will then help us to decide what direction we go next in supporting climate change in their community. The interesting thing is you can go to the past and get the stories from the past and bring them along on a journey into the future. I don't know how far into the future, but just using the narratives of the community people's stories, we can paint a bigger and brighter picture. The benefits, according to the cultural expert group that I have leading and am working with, are that where we'd like to head or where they'd like to head is to see more engagement with our children, getting our children involved on culture and healing, and also more knowledge base of helping them to identify where they came from and who they are as an individual and what their connection is to land and country and family and kin.
This project is being co-designed as we go. We gathered everyone together on Bundjalung country to share and learn from each other. We heard stories from each of the communities involved in the project and how they're experiencing climate change locally. We yarned about the right ways of doing research, issues around ethics, consent and data sovereignty. We talked about the art of storytelling and the ways that stories have always been important to First Nation communities and culture. We spent time on country with local knowledge holder Marcus Ferguson, who helped us start to collect data about local environmental changes so we can develop the prototype of a story data map. We also learnt more about some of the technology we can use in this project, with the team from Queensland University of Technology coming along to tell us about their work and what tools they have available.
What those tools can do is to enhance the stories that people tell, can locate stories at a particular place, provide connections to other data that exists, be used for advocacy and activism, and also be used to make connections between people, place and knowledge that's produced. The idea is that sometimes what we want to tell stories about is so complex and changes over time, the stories change over time. So what data and technology like this can do is to capture a point in time in terms of the stories and also the environment and help us keep track of that as the world changes around us.
With the project well underway, we're working closely with communities in each of the 3 locations. The project employs local people and is training them in digital mapping and research skills so that they can yarn with their own communities about what they see, feel and know. These story data maps will be put online and will outline the knowledge and evidence needed for community to develop their own climate action plans that we will then take to all levels of government. We hope that you'll be a part of the project with us so together we can heal country.